But
is it a reflection of the local league?
Yeah, I think it's a reflection of what we have on the local scene here. But then again, I understand why a couple of people actually feel it's not, because some people actually believe the guys that have gone to Chan are not the best we have. So that's what you say. You have to see their own arguments as well too, and that's what it is. But unfortunately, these are the people Keshi believes are the best on the local scene. It's taking them, and the fact remains it's a reflection of a local league in Nigeria, because like you said, you mentioned all these players, and these are the well-known players that we know on the local scene as well. But it's just sad they've not been able to live up. And it's not a coincidence, because it's a debut appearance as well. So for the past 2 editions, we've not been able to qualify. And this time around we've qualified and we're not doing well so far. So it's a reflection of the local league. There's no doubt about that.
I'll just leave it at Tyers, and I won't say anything for now, but I want you to talk to us, so keep sending those messages on our social media platforms. But then it's good to know, because these players didn't have enough play before, traveling, but it's good to know that the Globe Premier League will kick off February 21st to 23rd. Some sort of good news. Yeah. Some sort of good news.
But not so fast, Austin. I know. I'm not going to count those chickens before they hatch until it actually starts. Yeah, come on, man. We've had dates in the past, and it didn't happen now. But hopefully this time around it kicks off, and it's already late in the season. And for a long time now, we've been talking about harmonizing the Nigerian league with all the European leagues in the world. We've not done that. We're starting in February. All of the leagues have started earlier. Also, I hope it starts on time, and I hope all the lingering issues from last year between the LMC and the Nigerian Football Federation and the club owners, everything has been sorted out, because you don't want to go into this abridged. I don't know if it's going to be abridged so far, but then you don't want to go into this season with the same issues cropping up again. So I hope they've sorted all the problems they had last year, and we can have a smooth league this time around.
That's what you want. I'm sure that's what you want for Nigerian football. We've been talking sports on channels, television. The program is Sports this morning, and we're taking a look at the 2014 African Nations Championship, where Nigeria will play Mozambique today. It's a win-or-win situation for the country after losing to Mali in the first game. Tayo says the play we saw in South Africa is a reflection of what is seen on the domestic scene, and we want you to talk to us, so keep sending those questions, comments and suggestions. But I always say, for football to shine in this country, the problems of management and administration must be tackled. We'll go on a quick break now. We'll come back. The Australian Open gets our attention. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay.
Club shall provide performance guarantee of 100 million naira from an approved financial institution as part of the 2013-2014 league season registration requirement. This will serve to ensure that the clubs can meet their financial obligation to their players, staff, and other financial commitments. Henceforth, no complaints of non-payment of sign-on fees by players and technical staff shall be entertained by the LMC. However, all clubs with outstanding sign-on fees indebtedness to players and technical staff for the 2012-2013 league season have been given 1 year moratorium to ensure the liquidation of such debts as part of requirements for registration for the 2014-2015 season. The LMC and the clubs agreed that short-term contracts for players have been abolished, and no player shall be offered a contract of less than 3 years tenure, except those who have played for 10 seasons or above in the league.
Okay, that's it. Some action coming from the 2014 Australian Open. Victories for Serena Williams. Actually, victory for her in the second round. She's now in the third round. Also in the men's category, victory for Tomas Berdych, Djokovic, Richard Gasquet, regular names that.
David Ferrer as well. The usual suspects going through to the third round. No major upsets, and apart from in the first round for the female, I don't really think you call it Venus crashing out in upsets anymore. She's been the only one that has gone out, and it's really hurting her. But a major issue dominating the Australian Open is the temperature.
Temperatures are topping 40 degrees.
Yeah, terrible, and players are complaining right now.
Hotter than Lagos.
Yeah, it's very, very hot, and there was actually a player that passed out yesterday, and a ball boy, and it's just really bad. And tennis is one of those sports where, especially the male category, where they go into 5 sets. Can you imagine a match between Rafael Nadal and Djokovic going into 5 sets?
About 4 or 5 hours.
In like searing hot sun, like heat. What's going to happen? Like, it's very dangerous for the players. I don't think they've got this right at all in terms of allowing these games to go on. I believe on certain occasions when the heat becomes unbearable, then I think a suspension of the game should suffice.
That's the debate. That should play be suspended when the temperatures are really high, because a Canadian player fainted and players are complaining that their water bottles are melting.
It's not bad. We hope the organizers are actually listening to these players, because they are the ones under the spotlight.
Tennis requires a lot of endurance.
Incredible stuff. Then you can imagine doing that for long hours under searing heat. It's just can be very bad at times.
Okay. The temperature here is okay, so there's no problem for our tire. Okay, let's take a quick look at what the papers are saying this morning, and I'll begin with front page of the Complete Sports. So much right here. Where do we start from? Okay, Uche restates claim for Eagles recall. Scores brace for club to equals Finidi's La Liga record. You like this guy?
No.
I like him too.
Come on.
But if you are part of a team, character is key.
Yeah, it's very key. And we say IKH doesn't have character. Where did he get that from?
Because what's coming out at the African Cup of Nations?
Yeah, that will happen.
Says there was some problem with his attitude. Just because and when
he's an older in the team.
When you're an old player, that's when you need to be a role model.
But then, like they say,
you don't cause troubles. They shouldn't see reasons why they talk about you. You come to training on time, because you've seen him to be there, you've done that. You should be a reflection of quality.
But then, like you said, these are all reports. We really don't know what the situation of things. What we know is he hasn't played for Nigeria after the World Cup, after the Nations Cup in South Africa. But he's in his partner and he's getting goals. He's doing the stalking on the pitch, and hopefully Stephen Keshi sees the fit to call him back. And the next paper for review is the Sporting Life, and the Chinese are saying do or die. I don't want any dying. All I want is do it. Let's do it. That's all. Keshi backs under fire. Arguing, I think it was good against Mali. Even though the second goal could be blamed on him. And another big one here says Southampton targets Moses. That's another interesting one. He left Chelsea to get playing time at Liverpool. He hasn't got that. I don't know.
And I think this guy plays good football.
We all know he will be very key for Nigeria come Brazil 2014. And lastly, Ronaldo. Why I Cry. If you want to find out the reason why Ronaldo cried, just grab a copy of Sporting Life and find out. Ronaldo is a very sensitive and emotional person. You need to know that.
That's a good one. Winning the Ballon d'Or for the second time.
The
2008. He should cry for the sort of quality he has. The Sporting Life says do or die. Soccer Star says Eagles Mambas in make or break class.
I don't want any breaking. I want making. Just make it and just make 3 points today. Really, that's all we do.
Okay, that's it. Enough said on the 2014 Chan. The Homebased Super Eagles know they need to deliver the results against Mozambique, and that's what we're hoping for. Let's move on. And there's been some FA Cup play results.
Selected results from last night, and a good one for Fulham. They beat Norwich, and we have the result on the screen there. Sheffield Wednesday beat Macclesfield Town 4-1. Fulham beat Norwich 3-0. Birmingham beat Bristol City 3-0, and Preston North End actually beat Ipswich Town 3-2. That was the former club of Philly Job. I remember when he made his debut for that team with 2 goals.
That's it. So that was some of the results coming from the third round of the FA Cup. Tonight, third round fixture, Manchester City against Blackburn.
What are you expecting? Are you expecting another 8 goals basket?
A big quality of news is when there's oddity. I want to report the other side.
Okay, what do you want to know? What do you mean exactly?
I know Manchester City has been tipped favourite.
Yeah, no doubt.
But if Blackburn wins, better talking point.
Better talking point, absolutely, there's no doubt. And that's what the FA Cup is all about, really. It's all about upsets. But let me tell you something, I didn't see any upset today against Manchester City at the Etihad. It will be very.
That's a slaughter ground.
Yeah, slaughter ground. Come on.
Arsenal got 6 there.
Yes.
Well, there they look at you, they just weigh you as a 5, 4.
Yeah, they just dash it out. So I expect Manchester City to go through today. The first leg ended 1-1. That was a good result for Blackburn. It's an opportunity for them to actually earn more money, like in terms of the gate takings, and But then I think this would be the end of the road for Blackburn Rovers.
Okay, moving on to European football. Massimiliano Allegri, you remember him, former coach of AC Milan. He hasn't done so well this season. Now the club we're looking up to former player Clarence Seedorf. Come rescue us.
Massive gamble, if you ask me. No previous coaching experiences. But we know he's a legend. He's a club legend, and actually a lot of clubs are beginning to look towards this kind of situation now. And Clarence Seedorf, it will be very interesting to see how he handles the AC Milan team that is filled with some very young players and some veterans as well too. The likes of Abiati, his teammates. He used to be his teammates back in the days, and I just wish him good luck. Really, that's all we can really say, because it will be a very tight one. AC Milan right now, they're terrible, bad league for them so far.
Hopefully, Seedorf will bring us some surprises. Let's quickly touch down the NBA.
The NBA is outing up, definitely. And it was just 4 games that went down yesterday. The New York Knicks actually lost 98-108 to the Charlotte Bobcats, and that ended their 5-match unbeaten run. And Sacramento Kings lost 92-116 to the Pacers, and the Oklahoma City Thunder lost 87 to the Grizzlies. And lastly was the Cleveland Cavaliers actually beating the LA Lakers. The LA Lakers, terrible. This
season has been
gone. Terrible disaster. They will make the playoffs, and like I said earlier in the year, they will tank the season so they can get a high draft pick for next year. Kobe is out as well too. Bad one for the Lakers. Okay,
that's it. Remember, Channels Television, Sports This Morning and Sports Tonight. We are your reliable source for the NBA. I remember last season, it was the Miami Heat that won the season, and then President Barack Obama, he loves basketball. He's been with the team. We'll leave you with visuals of that. Austin, thanks so much.
No doubt. Thanks for having me, Austin.
Okay, that's it. That's where the curtain falls on this edition of Sports This Morning on Channels Television. Remember, we're leaving the studio, but the discussion continues. Stop by on our Twitter handle and our Facebook page. We're talking about the 2014 CHAN. We want to know if these home-based Super Eagles can put smiles on our faces. Sports This Morning on Channels Television. On behalf of the team, my name is Austin Okunakman, saying in everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.